please welcome Strictly costumier Nicola Atkinson and the Daily Telegraph's fashion director, Hilary Alexander. Girls, thank you so much for coming in. Now, Nicola, you're all getting ready. You must be getting everything together to go up to Blackpool. What changes in your headset when you're designing a dress for the Tower Ballroom?
Okay, well, obviously we want it to be really special. There's lots of exciting, dramatic colours and designs, and the ballroom dresses, you want them to be really big to fill the floor because it's apparently 3 times the size of the studio floor. So you want it to just, you know, be really dramatic.
So everything's just absolutely
full on.
bigger.
Yeah.
Hilary, what designers can you think of? Because the Tower Ballroom also is just such a beautiful space in its own right. It's so ornate. But designers often like showing in such places, don't they?
Completely. I mean, Alexander McQueen, for example, in Paris, shows in this giant sports stadium on the outskirts of the city. Yeah. And Dolce & Gabbana recently bought their own theatre.
Did they?
Yes.
Just for that kind of...
Just for their shows.
Because already, I think, even if you're not there, just watching at home, knowing that it's in the home of dancing and all of these things just adds to the drama of it. So we'll look at some of the dresses. This, I think, is the most beautiful dress, and I haven't even seen it on. But me and Hilary saw the drawings and were so excited. This is Layla's Paso dress. That's a claret and black, and it's perfect for the Paso. It's the red cape.
It is everything. It's everything a Paso dress should be, from the design to the colour. You have a 7-panel dress which is lace, and then you've got the godes, which is just a single layer of georgette, so it'd be see-through, so you're going to see her legs, and there's plenty of volume so that she can lift that up and use it as a cape, which is really important. And then you've got the cap sleeve, which adds lots of drama with the beads, which are individually sewn on, so these are like bead droppers.
Oh, let's have a look at those.
Here we go.
I love you for bringing bead droppers.
Yeah, so these are placed on, so these are going to give lots of sharp movement for when she turns, so that will look really, really amazing, really effective, and it's very fashion, how fashion's going at the moment with the shoulders, but obviously we can't use the padding, otherwise they don't look like this. Otherwise they're getting told off by the judges. And it's a centre front opening so that we've got that clean mesh across the back, so that's just one layer of mesh see-through across the back, which is something that we do use in the men's shirts.
I think we've got a picture of Ricky Whittle.
Yes.
Hilary's favourite. I know. I can't believe we're about to show Hilary. Yeah, Ricky Whittle in mesh. But they're on the arms, is that what you mean?
Yeah, so that's the see-through mesh, so you see the skin through the mesh. So it's a nice, clean line. But obviously, you know...
Yeah, but that will be on Layla's back. And also, I
well.
imagine that in the Paso, with these sort of dramatic movements, you need to feel quite secure. So if that's covered on the back, even though very thin, she'll feel safe in it.
Yeah, and very dramatic, really fab.
OK, Hilary, talk us through the dress. Can we have the dress again, please? Yeah, it is. It's beautiful,
This dress is a firecracker.
Yes.
It's sensational. I mean, for a start, it's red, and it reminds me of Valentino, because he once designed his own red, called Valentino Red. He loved the colour so much. It also has hints, for me, of Carmen and of Evita.
Yes.
And I love that kind of, the slightly modest front.
Yeah.
And then she turns, and it's virtually naked back.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Let's have a look at Ali's dress. It's for the Viennese waltz. Lovely full skirt, which is very important for the Viennese waltz. I imagine also, especially when she has to cover so much floor space.
Exactly. This with the Viennese waltz, it's the one ballroom dress that you just want to go all out on, the real princess, so that, you know, the little girls at home are just, I want one of those kind of thing. So this is a classic cut, like a 1950s style halter neck, and it's a dropped waist. There's ruching all across the body, and then you've got that big full skirt with probably about 7 layers of tulle fabric, which will stick out and will just move beautifully when she twirls around the floor.
That's going to be quite Grace Kelly. Hilary, you please, I know you've often wanted to see Ali in a great colour. This is like a spearmint. That's going to suit her.
Well, I think it's a sort of spearmint, a slightly sort of marine blue.
Yes.
And it's going to match her eyes. And I think it's like a mermaid. I think it's just sort of like the waves kind of just moving. Yeah. And it reminds me, actually, of sort of very early Christian Dior.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful. It'll be like
beautiful
an ethereal dress. Jade's jive dress. Now, don't get me wrong, I like it. But a jive dress, all I've ever been told is, I mean, remember Leslie Garrett's? It's a pure fringing. Yes. You might not remember Leslie Garrett's. I'm quite weird, and I do. But that's like a bright, that's a brave green dress.
This is this bright fluorescent, the bright fluorescent green citrus.
Yeah.
We went with this dress. It is a bit different for a jive dress, but she loves Jade really, really loves this design. She loves the draping. So what we did is it was a leotard, and we basically draped the angel skin fabric across the body on her. Because she's got an athletic figure, she really wants to kind of, you know, enhance the hips and then clinch in the waist with an elasticated belt. So that was what we've done. But we've still added the droppers at the hem for movement, because jive should always have that kind of, you know, the fringe, like you said, or the beads. Something, yeah, for movement, for the bounce.
Hilary, are you like me in loving... what I love about Jade is she can wear something like... She wore a samba dress that's like a cobweb, and then she wore that buttermilk, beautiful dress for her foxtrot. She can look any which way. Is this going to suit her?
I love this. Yeah, totally. I think it's like a traffic-stopping dress. And it's kind of that one shoulder effect, one sleeve effect, and it really puts the focus on the new erogenous zone, which is the shoulder.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
OK, all right.
Shoulders
Hold on a minute.
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Fabulous. But all the designers are doing this kind of one sleeve, one shoulder effect these days.
And I love that sort of bat wing.
Yeah,
it's quite cool. Let's have a look at Natalie's quick step dress, which we've all said when we almost. I know it's a ballroom dress, but it looks quite cool and Latin. Talk us through it, Nicola.
Yeah, it does. It's really simple, clean lines, a plunging neckline. With the quick step, you do want the lightness of the skirt. So the skirt is georgette, layers of georgette, and you've got the crinoline at the hem of the dress, which gives the kick at the bottom of the dress, but kind of is great for movement.
Yeah.
And again, with the quick step, because they're moving up and down a lot, you don't want them to catch their heels in the dresses.
Yes.
So it's really important to use a fabric that doesn't stretch. So if that was to happen, they kind of would just rip through the dress rather than them tripping up or anything.
OK, well, a bit like in Jade's foxtrot dress, but we don't... Yes. Hilary, what do you think of it? I mean, you want colour.
Yeah.
That colour in Blackpool's going to be
great. It's going to be sensational, you know, under the lights. I mean, for me, this is Lady Gaga goes to Blackpool. I just think...
That's brilliant.
It's fabulous because it's got that mix of sort of old-time Blackpool, but it's also funky.
Yeah.
And I love the way the beading kind of extends right down the back of the spine.
I think it's going to be brilliant. Girls, thank you so much. I love this moment. Thank you so much.
Nicola
and Hilary. I love Nicola and Hilary. Now, Craig, with...